all I can say was that game was absolutely fucking insane, man. Like, the amount, just all the bullshit that went down was awesome, man. You should have been there. You should have been there. Honestly, you guys should have been there.
I agree.
Friggin'. Oh, I really also wanted to see a goalie fight. It looked like Charlie wanted to fight Bowen, how do you say it? Whatever, I don't care. The kid's a bum, okay? The kid's a friggin' bum. But the game, the coach is getting into it between the benches. Chris, laughing it off. It's a true, authentic OG move that we haven't seen in a fucking while in Erie, Pennsylvania. More specifically, at an Otters game. And I cannot be more amped about that. In all the years of being a season ticket holder, I cannot be more fucking amped than I am in this moment right now.
Just watching it unfold was...
Dude, TV does not do any justice. Radio does not do any justice.
I went out to go grab some food. I come back, and like as I'm opening the door to my apartment, I can hear Trevor and Sean like going ballistic and going nuts. I turn around the corner to look at my TV, and I just see Messier just fucking throwing haymakers, beating the shit out of this dude.
Not one, but two.
Had him by the scruff, like the base of their necks. Like, back and forth. Like, I'm going to beat the brakes off the both of you.
I want to know what was said. By the way, welcome back to this week's episode of the Bookbuster Podcast, by the way.
Dude, like I said, I cannot be more amped.
I want to know what the hell was said in that moment. Like, I know Charlie Burns was tripped.
Yeah.
During a TV timeout, which is why I didn't see it. I don't think I would have seen it because I just walked back in the door to see Messier beat the shit out of somebody.
To be honest, I looked down on my phone for a second and Charlie got tripped. And somebody said it wasn't dirty, but it was sure as hell intentional.
Yeah.
Like what he did. Because they were getting PO'd on Charlie.
They didn't even let the puck drop. I don't know if maybe Messi was just too boiled over and didn't even care, or something was said on top of that. But puck hadn't even dropped yet before Messi dropped the glove.
As soon as the puck hit the ice, the gloves hit at the same exact time, and Messier just went. He was seeing red. You could tell he was seeing red.
His face was red.
Yeah. Like I don't blame him. I don't blame him. When you touch your goal, like somebody touched your goaltender,
I feel like I think something would have happened right then and there. I think something additional had to have been said. Whether they said something to Burnsy, whether they said something to Messier, to Spence, or whoever might have been on the ice at the time. Something might have had to have been said.
It was the five on the ice was Panel, Alfie, Mess, and then you had Frazier and
Panel and Alfie.
He looked over at Chris and he was like, I want to beat the fuck out of this guy. And Chris was like, go ahead.
Oh, damn.
So,
okay.
Malcolm was off, Mess was on. And it was, I think it was Frazier and McCall on the ice at the same time. But, my God, that was... It brought so much energy to that. Like you can
hear it on the broadcast. Like how
I can guarantee the broadcast doesn't do justice. But when
in
the Honors broadcast, like the sound, especially like the crowd sound that is not very good during broadcast. You know, it's 95% of it what you can hear is just Trevor and Sean talking. It's very difficult to hear like the arena audio. And even that was fucking loud in that moment. So I can't imagine what it was like in that building.
Like the roof of the EIA, I swear, could have blown off at every moment.
Definitely came off for a second.
The building was shaking with all the noises coming from it.
I can imagine, man. I just want to know, like, what did you see from your angle? You know, because we kind of sit up a little bit higher behind the benches. We sit way to the left of the visitor bench. So what did you? Were you able to even see like what was happening down by the tunnel, down by the benches with the coaches?
Yeah. You know, at first there's nothing. Both doors to the same. Like obviously, both benches lead into the same tunnel down the middle, where the Otters do come out of for almost everything except for initial introductions, and both doors kind of went open. And like I didn't notice Chris or the Peterborough head coach, talking at first. I only noticed once Chris got to Ken's left. Because Ken was sitting on the left-hand side of the bench at the time. Once he got past Ken, I was like, "Oh boy, they're gonna go at it." And Messi was already in the tunnel at the time.
Yeah.
But once Chris got going, I'm like, the coaches are fighting. The coaches are actually fucking fighting.
I think it was fun on the broadcast, like literally, like when it panned to you see like their ground all messes in the middle, and then he's still trying to get.
This is still like leaning over like his coat, like trying to still screaming probably some not so nice words. I can imagine some hockey words, but that doesn't mean they're nice words.
Those are two different things there, pal.
I'm so upset that I didn't end up going to this game this afternoon, man.
I'm just kind of, I got stuck at work a little bit longer.
And Jeffy offered me, he's like, hey, you want to take my ticket for tomorrow? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Fucking dumb. So dumb.
You guys.
This is one of the craziest nights of hockey in here in Pennsylvania in a long time.
You missed a game.
7-2 final? 7-3?
7-3.
7-3.
7-3.
What was 2? 7-2.
2.
No,
Yeah,
7-2.
7-2 final.
7-2.
A shorthanded goal, a power play goal. Or was it 2 shorties? Or was it just
One.
Just the one? But a power play goal, a shorthanded goal. That was while serving that 5 minute from that scrum and that problem with Messier. Unbelievable. All you gotta say about though is Chris Millette. This is the coach that Erie has needed for probably since Chris Novak.
Yes.
Like, this is the coach we have needed since Novak left. And we got I think Hartsburg came in right after Novak. Hartsburg and then Adams and then Butler. Now.
4 coaches in 7 years, 8 years,
Yeah.
8 years.
8 years, because this May will be the 8th year since the second championship.
But this is what
I would even say this is like 3 in the past 4.
Since COVID.
When did we fire when did BJ come in for Hartford?
Hartford was fired, and BJ came in during the
21-22 season.
21-22.
Yeah, like
right before Christmas break.
Right before Christmas break.
Again, COVID.
Yeah.
Ever since COVID hit, because you had the canceled season, the canceled 21-22 season. Hartford started, BJ finished, and then BJ started, then Stan finished. That last year we missed the playoffs, and then last year when we actually
had finally a full year with a head coach.
Now this should be exciting to see Chris Millette's first full season next year. Like we were excited to go in last year to see Stan's first full year. Now it's something to look forward to see Chris's first full year next year. So,
let's get through this year first. That's number one. That's clinch. That's fucking clinch this weekend.
As of the news is, as of if we get a win on Friday against Owen Sound
in regulation, right?
It just hit a win.
So a win. Okay.
Win and in, we clinch a playoff spot. I don't know. I still know a lot of shit needs to happen for us to get the 4th seed, but to clinch a playoff spot, win and we're in.
Practically, we have to win out in order to get a good chance. Because after tonight, of course, it's way back here. We are 7 points back of Saginaw, who is the 4th seed, with 1 game in hand. We have to win out.
Probably, yeah.
We have to win out, and Saginaw needs to lose. Oh, it needs to be just under 500. At the very, very best.
Yeah. We have 9 games left, 6 of them at home, so that's going to be huge if we can keep the barn rocking as loud as it was this afternoon. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good, pretty exciting for this team, man. I mean, last night's game, Saturday night's game, March 1st. That is, it'd be Saturday by the time you guys are listening to this. Not a good game.
Overall, was horrible.
The beginning game started out like it was gonna be pretty good. I think we jumped out to an early 1-0 lead, and then they tied it almost immediately after. Then then Wesley had that fight, which got the crowd fucking amped up.
Which was honestly stupid of West for actually.
Very stupid timing to do that. Yeah.
It was clear.
Did he beat the ever living piss out of him? Yeah. But was it very poor? Not a poor decision? Yeah.
Because it was clear they were going on the power play, and then of course West had to drop the gloves and.
Yeah, that's this team, man. This team's not afraid to fight, man. I mean, we saw that, and we saw the other night or last week. Eddie's not afraid to fight.
The smallest guy on the team who's not afraid to, throw fists.
No taller than me or Jeff, probably the same size as myself. And
yeah, you and your
just
short
about
self.
110 pounds lighter, but that's beside the point.
No. What you gain, what you lose vertically, you gain horizontally, right?
Exactly, yeah. Dylan Edwards, 5'7", probably 130 pounds, soaking wet, beating the shit out, trying to beat the shit. I think he definitely lost the fight, but he fucking held his ground for how big the other guy was.
He initially didn't want to fight in that.
He held his ground, man. He was challenged and he didn't say no. He held his ground for himself. So, also, we know Wesley likes to fight. Frazier likes to fight. We've seen McCall likes to fight. We have these guys that aren't afraid to put themselves in harm's way, in terms of a fight, to get the crowd pumped up, to get the team pumped up. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, the past 2 times it didn't really work. Last week with Eddie, and then just last evening with Royston. But obviously this afternoon it worked.
But we
were already riding a high of what I think we were already up 5-0 at the time.
But still,
4-0.
The fact is, you have these guys who are willing to do anything, sacrifice themselves for the greater good of the team, for the greater good of the franchise.
Yes.
And I think they're finally starting to realize how important those Otters are to the city. How much the city is behind them. They love to see the Otters win, and
I know the rest of this season entirely obviously is still being played for obviously the late Jim Waters. And like I said, it's going to be playing like that from now until eternity, but especially the rest of this season is playing in his honor and trying to make him as proud as they possibly can. We all know that it's a fact. Yeah, man. I wish I could have been there this afternoon. That was absolutely insanity in downtown Erie.
Just makes me look forward to next weekend's games.
It's getting me pretty excited. I'm gonna try to be at least one of the 2. I don't know if I'll get to both.
I'll be
but
both for sure.
But yeah, also got to shout out Niagara Ice Dogs breaking their 11-12 game losing streak to the London Knights with their 4th string goaltender in net. Don't forget that. But yeah, we just got to bring it up every time London loses, especially an embarrassing loss like that. And the London fans chirping, being like, "Oh, we suck. We're frauds. This team's a joke." Like, bro, you have lost 8 fucking.
No. Let them sulk.
Let them sulk.
I loathe seeing them sad, depressed, whatever you want to say. I live to see those fans depressed. Let them suffer. Let those bastards suffer.
No, I mean, I'd like to see them suffer, but like, what are they fucking suffering and bitching for? Like, they've lost 10 games all fucking year, or 11 now. But they're pissed off about it. Like, there's a good fucking chance they're going to end up repeating, like, with how good this fucking team is. Much as we hate them, they're a good fucking team. You can't say anything against them. They're a really good fucking team. They're probably going to go very far. I may not repeat, but they're going to go pretty far again. And here they are, they're still bitching out when they lost 1 game to a team that's, suffering and had a 4th string goalie in net.
More than likely, they will be making the conference championships.
Oh,
the first seed is pretty much theirs, if not second.
Division is theirs.
Well, I was gonna say, I know Kitchener's on their trails, which they're number 2. They're number 2 in both division and conference.
Which depending on what happens, obviously, I don't think Erie can. It's very, very unlikely we drop anything below 5th for the seeding.
Okay, well, I could be wrong because it looks like Kitchener has 4. London has 4 games in hand over Kitchener, and London leads Kitchener by 4 points. So,
it's only 4 points. Okay.
Yeah, 4 points. But
I thought they were ahead by a lot more than that. Like, I thought they guaranteed the first seed already.
But yeah, like I said, London has 4 games in hand over Kitchener.
I mean, I can only imagine London is going to get that first seed.
Yep.
So I can only imagine. I said I don't think Erie drops anything worse than 5th. We'd have to go on a pretty horrendous losing streak to drop to the 6th seed here. But in that case, honestly, we'd probably end up playing Saginaw, regardless if we host 4 games or we play on the road for 4 games. If we manage to win a round this year, win that first round against Saginaw, we're probably going to London.
Yeah, well, regardless, London's going to be going to the conference finals. Yeah. Because as of right now, of course, I totally found it.
I don't think they're going to drop to 3rd. As good as Windsor is.
I mean, if the playoffs started today, obviously they'd be playing Sioux. Actually, no, Owen Sound. So the CHL app's very funky. Technically, Owen Sound has that tiebreaker because they also have 51 points unless regulation wins. But or is it off of regulation and overtime wins?
I think they might have it on.
I think if it's a tie for points, it goes to regulation wins.
Oh, Sarnia has 19, Owen Sound has 16. So, yeah. Or Sioux, sorry. Sioux's at 8th spot.
Yeah.
So then first round would be London and Sioux. And we all know Sioux ain't going to do shit against London.
Yeah.
And regardless of the outcome of the Erie Saginaw series, neither team's really going to have much of a competition against London. So really what it comes down to is hopefully whoever comes out of the Windsor-Kitchener series, hopefully they can beat the fuck out of London before they go all the way. Because nobody in the East is going to friggin' touch them. They might get a game or two out of them, but they're not going to touch them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's true. As much as that pains me to say it.
They're a good team, man. Like
Yeah,
we talk shit. We can do our Sweet Caroline London sucks chant all we fucking want. They're the best team in the league for a reason. They're gonna go far in the playoffs. They good chance they might even end up doing the thing and repeating. But this will be the third straight visit, I believe, because they lost to Peterborough in 23, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the one they beat. They're the ones that Peterborough beat in the final. I'll say them last year. They beat was it Oshawa?
Oshawa, they swept them.
Was it a sweep?
Yeah, they swept 3 of the 4 series last year. The only one they didn't sweep is Saginaw.
Oh wow.
So
Damn.
And honestly, Sam got the
last stab. That sucks. You guys lost. You lost.
So stupid. The host team shouldn't get to play. How do you think we felt when we lost to Windsor?
Yeah.
You guys said the same thing to us.
Oh, how the turntables have. Suck it up.
Can you say hypocrite? But anyways, now we can finally move on from this excitement that we saw this afternoon and turn over to Jeffy with some milestones around the league.
Because we didn't do milestones in our last recording I have from a few weeks, so
For mine, I only went back till last recording, so.
yeah, I have quite a bit since we did them. But I'll just go through them real quick since there's... in that time, Chris Millette was named the 11th head coach of the Erie Otters. And then Edmonton Oilers prospect Nathan Day set a franchise record for most wins in franchise history with 63 wins versus Peterborough. That was back on February 6th. New Jersey Devils prospect Cole Brent, if I didn't catch that one, but Pierre Malibu and gets his second career OHL hat trick versus Kitchener. Seattle Kraken prospect Carson Reichhoff gets his 10th career OHL hat trick. Colin McKenzie gets his third career OHL shutout versus the Peterborough Petes. Ethan Armstrong, the third Colts, gets his first career OHL goal versus the London Knights. Kingston Frontenac set a new home record on the 14th for 10 consecutive wins in a 4-2 victory versus the Kitchener Rangers. That was back on the 14th. Garrett Fraser gets his first career OHL point off of a Wesley Royston goal versus the Olmsted Attack. And then Pierce Malibu gets his third career OHL hat trick in that exact game. On the 15th, Michael Misa sets Saginaw Spirit's single record with 48 goals, passing Josh Shalla versus the Sudbury Wolves. And Beckett Seneca of the Anaheim Ducks prospect for the Austin Generals gets his 200th career OHL point versus the Brampton Steelheads. Chris Millette as head coach, got his first career win as head coach for the Olmsted Attack. That was on the 15th. Will Gear of the Ottawa 67 played in his 250th OHL game versus the North Bay Battalion. On the 18th, Landon Wright of the Kings Frontenac gets his first career OHL goal versus the Barrie Colts. On the 19th, Porter Martone of the Brampton Steelheads sets 2 franchise records with most points at 83 and the most assists in a single season with 56 versus the Oshawa Generals. And now on the 25th of February, Brody Connell and Brady Martin of the Sioux Greyhounds played in their 100th career OHL game versus the North Bay Battalion. Marshall McCharles of the Sudbury Wolves gets his first career OHL goal versus the Sioux Greyhounds. Elliot Arnett of the Owen Sun takes his first career OHL goal versus the Niagara Ice Dogs. James Paul of the Flint Firebirds gets his first career OHL goal versus Sarnia Sting. On February 27th, Liam Greentree and Ilya Protas of the Windsor Spitfire are the first Spitfire teammates since Bill Bauer and Dave Roach of the 1994-95 season to hit 100 points versus the Peterborough Petes. And that was actually the game that Peterborough Petes only had like 6 guys on their bench because I don't know if because of suspensions or injuries or whatever it was. But I was just thought that was kind of funny. Having only not many guys on their bench that night.
It's crazy.
On the 27th, the Barrie Colts retire Kyle Clifford's number 13 and is the third number in the franchise to be retired by the Barrie Colts. It joins Dale Hawerchuk's number 10 and Brian Little's number 18 versus that. So that's 2 jersey retirements the Spirit have been to this season. Obviously McDavid Knight and then the Barrie Colts.
That's funny.
And then on the 28th, Edmonton Oilers prospect Sam O'Reilly of the London Knights gets his first career OHL hat trick versus the Owen Sound Attack. Jimmy Labardi of the Flint Firebirds gets his first career OHL hat trick versus the Guelph Storm. Michael Misa of the Saginaw Spirit passes Ryan McDonald for the all-time leader in points with 248 points. He's I honestly, it's gonna realistically, it's gonna come down to more. He'll probably be second overall, more than likely if Schaefer.
It's gonna come down to him and Schaefer, yeah.
Him and Schaefer. Me and my one manager.
It's gonna be at least probably 5 of the top 10 picks are all gonna be from the OHL.
Because Martone is either between 4 and 5. Because Haggins is like still projected. I think third.
Go top 3, yeah.
Top 3 in that.
And the top 5 are all like Mortone, Schaefer, Misa, Haggins, and what's that? There's one more that's projected to go top 5, but
I forget the other one.
Honestly, I can even see Malcolm Spence keeps playing it the way he's been playing the last few weeks. I can see him jumping up and getting top 10, even top 5.
I say because right now he's been projected with reach of the top 10, and now he's just been on the outside looking in for. But me and my one manager were talking today. If I know when we get in the NHL with the Penguins, we were kind of talking it'd be kind of nice if.
Penguins should draft Malcolm Spence.
Yeah.
Penguins should draft Malcolm Spence.
It'd be so much. It'd be incredible.
But
speaking of young guys, upcoming guys.
A couple more.
Oh, you got a few more? Okay.
Actually, yeah, I have 2 more. And as we were talking a little bit ago, Hayden Jeffrey of the Niagara Ice Dogs in 40 saves gets his first career OHL win versus the London Knights.
Junior B goaltender came up to play for the Niagara Ice Dogs.
Junior B, their backup goaltender, the 4th string.
4th string
beat the best team in the O, and this is probably in the entire CHL.
Honestly,
I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Then, as of today, March 2nd, Calgary Flames prospect Zane Parekh recorded his 30th goal of the season and joins Bobby Orr as the only 2 defensemen in the OHL/OHA with multiple 30-goal seasons.
Crazy.
No, that's all of the OHL.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, this draft is going to be top 10 is going to be OHL heavy. There's a lot of guys from our league that's going to go.
That's why I really
Ivan Kovic is the other one that I think is going to go very, very early.
That's why I really liked this year's class of players because there's so many good ones.
Speaking of really, really good young guys, who's probably going to end up going first overall in next year's draft, being Gavin McKenna.
Yeah.
Have you seen his stat line for this year?
I haven't.
In 51 games played so far. This is as of right now, or what Elite Prospects is showing right now. in 51 games played. He has 32 goals, 74 assists for 106 points in 51 games.
Like that's what? Hold on.
That is over 2 points per game.
So what you said? 106.
106 points in 51 games.
So 2.07 points per game.
On top of that, he has a plus 47.
I'm just gonna round it up to 208. But like, Jesus Christ.
And on top of that, he only has 13 penalty minutes too.
So a fight and three minors.
Pretty much, yeah. That's they're fighting 4 minors.
Or 4. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
15 minus. Oh yeah, you're right. 4. So.
Yeah, and then plus, I said, on top of that, plus minus of plus 47. On top of that, that is ridiculous. That's unbelievable.
Jesus.
Last year in 61 games, he had 34 goals and 63 assists for 97 points. So he's already 9 points ahead in 10 less games.
Honestly,
That's unbelievable.
that shit is crazy.
And that's blown out of the water of what Connor Bedard did when he was in the W. Like, that's...
Who?
Honestly, but unfortunately.
At this point, I mean...
Did you see the screenshot of, like, his face and, like, you have to use in the penalty box for one game?
Yeah.
You can tell he's just like... Get me the fuck out of here.
He's broken. He's
Poor
really
kid, man. He's just such a young kid. He's a good kid, too. I mean, yeah, he's a little stubborn. He's a little, arrogant and, kind of cocky and shit for his age.
What do you expect?
He's fucking 19, 20 years old. Like, what do you expect from a kid that age?
And if you're that good, you can be cocky.
We're still watching kids his age play tonight or play this afternoon.
Yeah.
We saw what happens with them, how arrogant they can get. Like, I think he's very fucking mature for his age, especially being in the NHL.
Listen, he's one of the ones that can walk the walk and talk the talk.
Yeah.
So, by all means.
There might be a lot of players, around the OHL that very hot-headed, very arrogant, very cocky as shit, that can't back up their fucking shit talk and can't prove it, prove what they have. Connor Bedard can. He's right around the same age as some of these guys that we're watching.
Yeah.
Some of them are even a little bit older.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Believe it or not.
Is Bedard 20 yet, or is he still 19? He's still 19. He won't be 20 until July. So he will finish out the season still as a 19-year-old.
And Carey's older because Carey's even older because
Carey will be in OA next year. If he's with us next year.
Us. It depends if Anaheim wants him up at San Diego or.
And even if they don't, I would not doubt if we maybe try to move him to bring in some younger talent to play with some of these guys that are still kind of young.
Well, I mean, the two that I've really been impressed with, especially today, are Tyler Challenger and Lucas Ambrosio. The two guys I'm really impressed with. Now, I can imagine both those guys. Oh, maybe not Challenger, but I can imagine assuming or.
I mean, I think combined, between the two of them, they both had not both, but they had 8 penalty minutes today. But
oh yeah, but
I think
that's
they each
besides
had 2.
That's besides the point. I think Challenger is that 12th forward. That 12th forward, because I think Oliver Phillips is the 13th. And then Ambrosio, assuming Matthews healthy, he's going to be that 7th defenseman. Mm-hmm. So,
I really like how Oliver Phillips has been playing. He's been very good for his age and for being a rookie in his first year.
Yeah, both on and off the ice, you can tell very mature. Still needs to grow, but what do you expect out of a 16-year-old kid? Yeah. I'm sorry, that's what you expect, but
that's the beauty of what's so awesome about being able to be in a city with a team in this league,
like a
development league, just this major junior hockey team. You get to see kids this age, you get to see them mature, not only as hockey players but as people as well. That's what I love about this league, man. You get to see it on a day-to-day basis.
I feel like I'm not trying to shit talking the two of you, but you guys obviously haven't been a season ticket holder as long as I have, but seeing some of the other guys, I'm going to go back to some of the old guys, a Curtis Henry, a Chad Yetman, a Kyle Maximovich, seeing some of those guys grow and develop both as pro hockey players, semi-pro hockey players, and as people in this league it's kind of awesome to see, And you see some of these guys go off into the big leagues now. Jamie Drysdale being one of the biggest guys we saw come through Erie. Mm-hmm. Now as top 6 defenseman in granted, it's Philadelphia, but like, still, he's in the fucking NHL. You're on a professional hockey team, so to see some of these guys grow is kind of awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. With that being said, we will move on to our NHL milestones, and then our typical probably hurdle, puck doku, and then we'll give you our results for our thing we did last week, and then top of our couple mini games, my thing, and then Colin's blind rankings. But yeah, much to come on this episode. Moving on right now to NHL milestones. Just something to say, or
Nope.
I thought you trying to get my attention there.
Nope.
Right.
I said all what I had to say.
Yeah, I only went back to our last recorded date. I didn't go as far back as Jeffy did. So I went back to the 22nd of February, where on that day, Alex Steeves of the Toronto Maple Leafs scored his first career goal against the Hurricanes. Sean Couturier scored his 200th career goal. And your boy, Flower, Marc-Andre Fleury, takes sole possession of second place for all-time games played by a goaltender, passing Bobby Lou with 1,045 games played.
Flower.
Matt Savoie recorded his first career point with an assist to a Leon Draisaitl goal against the Flyers. Troy Terry played in his 400th career game. Robert Thomas scored his 100th career goal against Winnipeg. And Barrett Hayden recorded his first career hat-trick against the Kings, that being the first hat-trick in Utah Hockey Club history. On the 23rd, Alex Ovechkin recorded his 32nd career hat-trick against the Edmonton Oilers, which I believe those three brought him down to 13 away from Wayne Gretzky's record, which we will get there. Nico Dawes of the Devils recorded his first career shutout against the Predators. On the 24th, Mark Scheifele's 329th goal broke the record for most goals scored by a player in Winnipeg, Atlanta franchise history. So, the leading scorer in that franchise is now Mark Scheifele. On the 25th, Justin Sardif of the Florida Panthers scored his first career goal against the Predators. And Cole Caulfield recorded his 200th career point, becoming the fastest Montreal Canadian in 30 years to reach that milestone. I wish I had gotten who the last one to do it was, but I did not. Like a doofus. Ethan Del Mastro of the Blackhawks scored his first career goal against the Golden Knights. Braden Shen played his 1,000th career game. David Pastrnak recorded his 800th career point against the Islanders. Joseph Labate of the Blue Jackets recorded his first career point against the Red Wings. Owen Beck of the Montreal Canadiens recorded his first career point against the Sharks. So that's a former Pete, isn't it? Or is it Spirit?
Both Saginaw and...
He did play for the Petes, okay. I thought when I saw the name, I was like, that looks familiar.
I say he was traded to the Petes at the deadline.
For his, OE year?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. That name looked very familiar. I was like, where do I know him from the OHL somewhere.
I say he just was there this past year.
Okay. I was going to say, it was I knew it was recent.
You're talking about this picture, right?
Yeah, the Connor Bedard one. Yeah, poor kid. On March 1st, Mark Del Gaizo of the Nashville Predators scored his first career goal against the Islanders, and Ilya Sorokin was credited with his first career goal against the Predators. I say credited because if you see it, he didn't really score it. It literally bounced, took a rebound, a shot off of his pads that Stamkos then went to make a play on and threw it right into his own net. So if that doesn't describe the Nashville Predators season in a nutshell, I don't know what does. So, and Connor McDavid recorded his 700th career assist in just 699 games played so far for him. Just unbelievable, man. And just earlier this afternoon, March 2nd, Ricard Raquel scored his 500th career point against the Maple Leafs. And Sidney Crosby, with the assist in this game, is now top 10 all-time for assists with 1,050, passing the late, great Gordie Howe. Yeah, that does it for NHL milestones. Will we jump into some puck doku, hurdle, whatever one we want to do first this time?
Oh, looks like a puck doku. Okay.
All right, going on the top, we got Florida, San Jose, and 0 games played in the playoffs. On the sides, we have Arizona, Dallas, and Tampa.
Okay. So click on the Arizona. You can click on it. I'll tell you. Does it have to be Arizona? Oh, it can't even be
Can't even be Utah.
Can't even be Utah. Okay. So who's somebody that played for Arizona that never made the playoffs? Maybe like a Clayton Keller?
Yeah, technically.
I don't know how long has he been. I know they made it. I think the last time they made it was 2016. Was Keller around you then?
Keller's young.
I know he's young, but would that would have been maybe his rookie year or something? I just want to go with somebody even younger, like I think Keller should be okay there. It'll tell us what year he started playing.
16.
2016. Yeah, shoot.
All right, well,
So we'll save it then. 'Cause, I don't know if. I mean, he might have been like his rookie year where he played like 2 games or something. Yeah, good pull. Ekman Larson for Arizona, Florida. Dallas, Florida. Corey Perry, right?
He never played for
Never
Florida.
played for Florida. No. Okay.
They'll work
He
for
did-
Dallas and Tampa,
Yeah, that's right.
but
Oh, Florida, Tampa. Who's the guy that just won with them last year? That also won with Florida. Or that there's who also won with Tampa Bay. There's somebody on Florida last year that also won with Tampa Bay. Was it not Brandon Montour? Or was it Brandon Montour?
no, Montour never spent any time in Tampa.
Okay. Who was it on Florida last year that won with Tampa?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Kachuk. It's not Barkov. It's not
Not right.
Reinhardt.
Was it for Hagee?
Yes. Yeah, I believe so. No, where was it? Was it Carter Verhaeghe?
I'm trying to.
I think so.
There we
Okay,
go.
okay.
I thought that's what.
It might not have been it, but I mean, he played for Tampa, so. This one's a tough one. Yager, Dallas, Florida. Played for both of them for like a year, I think. Florida might have been 2, but. Dallas and so many 0 games played in their playoff career. Who's like a rookie for Dallas this year? Not Thomas Harley. He played last year, I think.
Jimmy Ben.
Oh, do like for Arizona 0 games, do their goalie Karel Vijmelka? Do
Bless you.
Karel and V. There you go, Vijmelka right there. Yeah, okay. So Dallas is 0 games. I mean, Dallas has made the playoffs every year for the last like 3
No,
years.
that's what I'm trying to think.
Didn't Ben Bishop ever play a playoff game for? Oh, it's in their career, not just that team. So yeah, he definitely would have played a playoff game
Yeah,
for.
because he did with Tampa. He
Okay.
did.
Where all did like Antti Niemi play? Did he play for Dallas at one point?
Yeah, because that's where we got him from. Is Dallas? Picked him up.
Niemi.
Yeah.
He also played for San Jose, right?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. So it'd be Dallas, San Jose, Antti Niemi. I believe it's the second one. Yeah, that. Yep. Okay.
5%.
Which one's tough? San Jose, Tampa. San Jose, Arizona.
There you go.
Yeah, this one's difficult, man. This one's very difficult. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to think, like. Damn, man, this one's difficult. I don't know if, like, did, like, Brian Elliott ever play for the Sharks? I don't think so.
I thought he's always from East Coast.
That's what I thought. Like, Flyers, Tampa, a couple other teams in there. This one's difficult, man. Wow. I'm trying to think, like, backup goaltenders for Tampa that may have never played in a playoff game because of Vasi, obviously.
I'm trying to think.
Like, what, like
Well-
Jonas Johansson was their backup last year?
Martin Jones didn't get to San Jose till the 15-16 season because he was a big reason why he made the finals in 16 against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where he was before he came over.
Don't think it was either one of those two. I don't think. It can be like a last second, last ditch effort there. I just want to throw out like Jonas Johansson for Tampa Bay 0 playoff games.
Oh, Dallas or Tampa?
Tampa 0 playoff games.
No.
Not that one.
Down.
No. So,
Jack Johnson.
dead weight.
Type in Johansson as a whole.
I don't even know how to spell that. Marcus Johansson?
Jonas Johansson right there.
Jonas.
2019 to present. Yes, okay.
Doesn't even have a fucking picture on
Yeah,
there,
exactly. Because he doesn't play. He's fucking Bassy. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like who's like a rookie on Dallas this year.
That's what I'm sure.
I probably wouldn't have played. Obviously, wouldn't have played a playoff game if he's a rookie this year.
Because I know Wyatt Johnson has played multiple playoff games.
Thomas Harley. I don't know. Was he full time last year though? Would he have been full time to stick around for the playoffs? Or did Dallas make the playoffs last year?
They did.
They made
Did they?
the playoffs last year. They only made it to semis, but they made it.
Yeah, who's a rookie on the? Who did they have? Like who would be like their backup goaltender right now? Behind
It was Scott Wedgwood last year.
But that doesn't help this year, Jeffy.
I said,
Okay, but yeah, that could help though. Has he played in a playoff game then? I think it only counts if they play. Like if he's on the roster, I think it only counts if they've played.
Like if he's starting to go.
Yeah, if he has started a game, must play one regular season. Okay, yeah. No.
Oh.
Damn.
because I know he was backup for Dallas.
No, that was not a bad attempt there. I have no clue for the rest of the. If you want to throw Martin Jones on there for that other one, which one were you thinking? Would you lean more towards? No,
Nope.
I got nothing else, man. I'm blanking. Just throw Thomas Harley on there for Dallas 0 playoff games. I don't know. I don't think this is his rookie year. Oh, he's been around for a while. But yeah, okay, no. Jeremy Roenick, Timo Solani. Oh my!
Anthony Duclair, Aiden Hill,
I
Anthony
forgot.
Torres,
I forgot
for
Solani played for the fucking Sharks for like a half a year, right?
Devin Dubnyk, Owen Nolan, Ray Whitney, Claude Lemieux, John Scott, Ryan Dzingel, Thomas Greiss. For the Arizona San Jose, from Dallas 0 games.
Matt Murray, the goalie. Yeah, that's
other
right on the
goaltender.
goalie.
Patrick Stefan,
Patrick Stefan never played a playoff game.
Jimmy Craig,
Wow. And then Dan Boyle. Oh my God, Dan
Barkley
Boyle.
Goodrow,
Anthony
Anthony
Duclair.
Duclair, you get Nabokov.
John Rada.
Michael Essimont. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Alright.
Dang. All right, let's try some hurdle.
That's disappointing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, last time we had like 2 9 out of 9s, so we can't complain. Yeah, right off the rip. Not a bad guess right off the rip. Oh, okay.
Alright, so
So
I
we know
guess
it's in the Atlantic, and we know he's a center. He's under the age of 28, so he's 27 or younger. Where's the number below the number 56, 55, 56 under that?
and he's not American.
He's not American. Okay.
Alright, so normal Jake Gensel.
So let's go to like Boston and do like a
Charlie Coyle's a center. Not
Sure.
is he a center?
Charlie. Yeah, do like a Charlie Coyle. I think he's Canadian, so. He's also American. Okay.
Oh, but he's older.
But he is old. Wow. Okay, he's way older. Okay, so we know the number's not that low though, so that was help us out with the number.
So not Tampa, not Boston. Let's go. Think of Nick Suzuki. He's Canadian. He's Montreal. He's what's
Numbers. I think his number's also 13 though. No, because Caulfield's 13 for Johnny.
yeah? What's Nick Suzuki?
20? So that could help.
Oh, okay.
He's
Well,
14. Okay. So we got his age. He's 27.
26 to
Gotta be
27.
27. Yeah, 26 or 27. Yeah, okay.
And he's not Canadian. He's not Canadian and he doesn't play for the Canadians.
So he's most likely, obviously, European.
Excuse me. Well, let's think. Ottawa.
Could there be like a Tim Stutz? I think Tim Stutz is also like 13. He's also, I think he would also still only be like 24.
Yeah, he's still pretty. He would be younger than Suzuki, so.
Maybe like a Drake Batherson. I think he's also still pretty young, but that could help with the team and the jersey number.
So is he
Okay,
exactly?
he is 26. Okay, so he's 26 years old. His number is somewhere in the 23 to 55 range.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Well, Toronto. If we're going to stay up in Canada, finish off all three Atlantic Canadian teams.
I don't know. I mean, most of their players are like Canadian or American. Obviously, it's not Matthews. Obviously, it can't be Marner because nationality-wise, it's not. Can't be obviously. It can't be Tampa Bay, so it can't go down to like Kucherov.
Not William Carlson. Not William Carlson.
Nylander.
Nylander. That's
Not
what I think. Because the hairdo's wrong.
And the number too. I think he's 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move
And it can't be Tavares because his number's too high.
91, too old too.
too old, too high, and Canadian. So.
So let's think like Florida. Could this be like a Sam Reinhart? No, because he's like Canadian.
Yeah, Reinhardt's Canadian.
Okay, his jersey's 23. I want to say. We could guess like a. So let's guess somebody on Toronto just to get the Canadian teams knocked out of the way. Okay, he's not on Toronto. Okay. Damn. So it's either
I'm trying to remember.
Florida,
Cousins?
Buffalo, or Detroit.
For Buffalo's Cousins, I'm trying to remember. Is he a winger or is he a centerman?
I think he's a centerman, but he's also I think he's American.
Yeah, he is. Never mind. He is.
So we'll go to try to think Buffalo. It
That's
can't
what I'm
be like
trying to
Tage
think.
Thompson, obviously.
It won't be Tate Thomas. Won't be Alex Tuck.
Could be like a JJ Paterka. I don't know what his nationality is. They have to start putting the numbers for the Elias Petterssons. Paterka. He's Dutch. Wow. He's still that young too. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, it's either between Detroit or Florida.
What about like a Lucas Raymond? He's not. I don't think
He's
he's 26.
His number's 23.
Okay. What about Oh, it can't be Mo Seider because he's a defenseman.
This is
Well, Mo Seider's 23 on Detroit, right?
53.
Yeah.
53.
Yeah.
Or he's 26. I'm trying to think of 8. Hold on.
Well, it can't be Mo Seider because he's a defenseman.
Well, team, if we can narrow it down to teams.
I'm just gonna try to get at least a little bit better of a guess because we know it's not a defenseman. What about like a Simon Edvinsson or something?
Oh,
Damn it, where's Ethan when we need him?
I'll say, you got... what?
Perron is not there anymore. Can't be
Yeah.
Patrick Kane.
Your
Can't be ADB.
Your number one center is Larkin, but...
His number's too high.
Number's too high, he's American, the whole bullshit thing. So...
Yeah, my best guess would be like a Simon Edvinsson. I don't know if he's even played this year. He might even be like a defenseman, but
He is a
his defenseman. Damn. Okay,
So
so we know it's Florida. we are off to such a good start, and absolutely jack shit since. Okay, so he's not Dutch and he's not Swedish, so he could be Finnish. He could be Russian.
German, going down...
German, I think, is pretty unlikely. There's three German players in the whole league.
No, Sasha Barkov's too old.
Or he's
He's too old.
And I was just
And
saying
his
Tarasenko is too.
Well, Tarasenko's in Detroit, remember?
That's right.
So it's Detroit. somebody in Florida whose jersey number is, so we said somewhere between what, like the 23 to 56 range or something like that.
Yeah.
I have nothing. It's not like I said it can't be a Sam Reinhart.
I'm gonna push for Alexander Barkov. I know it's.
And what's his? I know his number's like 16 though, so I know it's not him.
I know it's not Kachuk either because
He's
Or
19.
he's a winger, an American winger.
His number 19.
Not Reinhardt. Who's their fourth line center?
is it? I'm trying to think, is it Verhage?
It's not Verhage. I mean, I don't have a guess. I'm just trying to picture that the cup last year and like cup passing. And
What would is he? I'm trying to remember if he's still there. Rodriguez.
Evan Rodriguez.
You're right. He's still there.
He's still there.
What's his number over there though?
Yeah, it's still a single digit 9.
Is it still?
Yeah.
It's not a bad guess though, Jeff.
I said when I was looking
The
at
age,
the
I think the age would be close. I think he might be closer to like 29, but
I was looking
What?
at so that's why
Isn't he also Canadian?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the only other thing is he might be Canadian.
Yeah, I got no other guesses. I mean, damn. So he's Finnish or Russian. That's probably like a good chance. Could be like Slovenian or Slovakian, but not a whole lot of those guys in the league anymore. Where's the other Aho? That's right. He's with Pittsburgh's.
He's
System.
in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
your
also a
and
center, he's also-
Carolinas is still in Carolina.
the forward in Carolina, defenseman in Wilkes. So
I got nothing. Just guess Barkov. E2, I never would have gotten that.
No,
E2 Listerainen, he was Finnish. Yeah, I never would have gotten that in a billion years.
son of a
Damn.
bitch.
That was rough today. Those
That's
were
what she
those were
said.
two very tough rounds.
Yeah, that's what she said. So
Alright. Moving on to bond rankings, or you want to do mine first?
let's do yours first.
My first, okay. So you guys know the rules. I do list you off one player at a time, up to 10. You guys have to just guess what the category is. You guys remember that?
Yep.
Okay. So first, I have two categories today. First one, Joe Thornton.
Jimmy Jones. No.
nickname.
No.
Okay.
Well, Joe Thornton isn't his nickname. Or
Well,
guys that
I'm
have a
just,
nickname.
I'm just. That's why.
Okay, yeah. Chris Drury.
Former Sharks captains.
No.
Played for multiple teams.
No. Mark Messier.
Oh, former NHL captains.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
No.
You're on the right track. Wayne Gretzky.
Have had their numbers retired.
No. That's not a bad guess.
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, wait, Messier's numbers, but it's retired by New York. That's
And
right.
I think it is by Edmonton as well.
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. All right. Keep
I
going.
think the only one that didn't for Messier was Vancouver. Chris Pronger.
Has played for a team in the East.
No.
I don't know.
Has at least made the Stanley Cup Finals.
No. You guys are, these are all apply, but it's not what I'm looking for. Jaromir Jagr.
No.
None?
Nope.
No. Chris Chelios. Just think back to some of your last guesses here.
Have at least played each at least once in their career in the playoffs.
Play what?
At least one. Any of those guys have played.
No.
See, I was going to say at least captain one team to Stanley Cup final, but George Thornton didn't do it because he wore the A in 16.
Okay.
So.
No. I said you're on the right track with the captain. Scott Stevens.
Ever won a letter internationally?
No, these are all really good guesses though. Ron Francis. This is number 9.
We're going to hate ourselves for this, aren't we?
Probably. I mean, it's tough to get, but you guys are very close. Or at least Colin is.
I already said captain teams to Cup playoffs or Stanley Cup finals, right?
We said that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I did or not.
Anything?
No.
And finally, Doug Gilmour.
I thought you were going to say Doug Glatt, like the Goons Doug Glatt. I was like, he's not a real character. Yeah, I got nothing.
Right, I'll go over the list one more time and I'll give you guys one final guess. Joe Thornton, Chris Drury, Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, Chris Pronger, Jaromir Jagr, Chris Chelios, Scott Stevens, Ron Francis, Doug Gilmour.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Players who captained more than one team. All those guys were captains for at least 2 different teams.
Wait, Joe Thornton captained the Bruins at one
Captained
point?
the Bruins at one point.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on. There's my phone.
This is all via Reddit from what I went through and looked at. Because he would have been way before, Bergeron would have been around. Yeah, Joe Thornton was the captain of the Boston Bruins from 2002 to 2006. The 02-03 season to the 05-06 season.
Okay.
Right, but would have been probably right before Chara got there.
Okay. All right.
Drury was I believe the Rangers and one other team. Messier would have been the Oilers and
The Rangers.
the Rangers. Gretzky obviously the Kings
And the
and
Canucks.
obviously Gretzky obviously Kings, Oilers. Pronger would have been, I think, the Ducks and somebody else.
Ducks and Flyers. He was the
Ducks and
Flyers captain
Flyers.
for a while.
Jagr obviously Pens and Caps. Chelios would have been, I think, Red Wings and
Flyers? No, you don't have to be Flyers.
Red Wings and somebody else. Stevens was Devils and can't remember the other team for that.
Carolina? Didn't he
I
captain
believe so.
Carolina?
Ron Francis was Pittsburgh, Carolina.
Yeah.
Doug Gilmour, Toronto, and I can't remember the second team for him, but
Okay.
yeah. And second one, all right. First name, Dustin Brown.
Players that are stripped of the seas.
Stanley Cup champion.
No, Pavel Datsyuk.
Players that have played in multiple Stanley Cup finals throughout the year.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing. Okay. Patrice Bergeron.
Not the Selkie, because Datsuk never won the Selkie, and I know Bergeron never won any scoring titles, or scoring races or whatever. So it can't be hardware, that stuff. Obviously, not the Stanley Cup
It's not
finals.
nothing to do with hardware now.
No, okay.
No. Corey Crawford.
Go on.
No. Nothing. Shane Doan.
Players that have only spent the entire career with one franchise.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, let's go!
Whole career with one franchise. Yep.
I was like,
That's why I kind of I try to throw Shane Doan in there to mess with you guys. He was technically Thrashers and Jets or
Jets and
and
Arizona.
Arizona.
But that's one franchise though.
Yeah.
2 teams, one franchise.
Yeah, that's why
That's
that's why I threw him in there right in the middle to try to fuck with you.
Yeah, that's
That's
like,
that's the one he's knifed it on. Nice. other names were Ryan Getzlav, Mario Lemieux, Henrik Lundqvist, Rick DiPietro, and Steve Eisman.
Okay. I was gonna say not Lundqvist, but I forgot his last.
He got traded to, what was it, Washington? But he never played.
Yeah, didn't play because of the heart problems.
Yeah. Nice. Sniped that one on, what, 5? Nice.
All right. Not too shabby.
That was actually what was going to be one of my guesses. Like, was 1 or 2 rounds I was going to pick.
I was very worried you guys might snipe that on like 2. Or even on the Dustin Brown one. I was like, watch them pull it out of their ass on Dustin Brown or something. Alright, now Colin, we got some black rankings.
Okay, I should probably put this right here. So, I know the Four Nations is a little bit behind us now. A couple weeks behind. Oh, week and a half. Week and a half behind us. But now that all the dust is settled and everything's, we've moved on from it. Not officially, but pretty much hockey-wise, we moved past it. Best goalies at Four Nations. Number 1, Linus Ullmark.
Okay. I mean, he would have been, what, Finnish? Team Finland's goalie? Or is he Sweden's?
Sweden's.
He's Sweden's goalie?
Because Luukkonen was
Finnish,
one.
that's right, okay.
Was one.
Yeah, Ullmark is Swedish.
Okay. I mean, I can only really think of like the top 2 being honestly Binnington and Helly. So does he go at like 3 or 4? I'd put him at 3.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect to put him at 3.
All right. Number 2, the Otter, Jake Ottinger.
I'm going to put him at 5 only
We
because we only saw him play 1 game and he lost it. And are we talking just for the tournament or overall?
Overall.
Overall. Oh.
Or best goalie, I'm sorry, at the tournament.
At the tournament. Okay, so
That I put down at the Four Nations.
at the tournament, then 5.
Yeah.
Only because we only saw him play 1 game. He lost it. Whether it was his fault or not, I mean, yeah, he lost that game.
Third one, Jeremy Swayman.
Swayman, okay. Oh, so he might not. So he can only put one of Binnington or Helly in here.
Well, I don't know because Jeremy Swayman's my third one, so.
Sure. So he could put Uka in. He could put Uka in there. He could not put Uka in there. He could put Sweden's backup in there, which I didn't know if I could tell you who that was.
I don't know. Who did I put in here?
Jeremy Swayman, which he would have been what, USA's third string?
Yeah, he would have been Canada's.
Currently Canada's.
No.
Canada's backup, or would have been USA's third string. Was Swayman American?
No, he was. No, he is American.
Swayman was American, right?
American.
Yeah, so he'd have been our third string, which he wouldn't have seen any time.
No.
Thinking I put him at 4.
Number 4, Connor Hellebuyck.
Okay. I mean, so we put him at 1 in case he gives us Uka. Or we put him at 2 in case he gives us Binnington. I mean, regardless, I think Kelly was the best goalie in the tournament. I mean, Binnington played the best game overall, obviously, in the final. Even though I think Helly was the better goaltender overall throughout the entirety of the tournament. But I mean, Binnington won the biggest game of the tournament. So is he going to give us Benny, or is he going to give us Uga? I mean, regardless, I'm okay with putting Hellenbuck at 1.
Yeah.
Regardless. So I think we want to put Hellenbuck at 1.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
And the number 2.
Aiden Hill, wow. You really fuck with us there.
I really wanted to try and fucking gaslight you guys there.
You did a little bit. I mean, I honestly wouldn't even thought of Aiden Hill. I mean, he would have been Canada's like third string or backup.
He's been their backup.
Oh, he is Canadian, so.
Yeah, he would probably been either their backup or their third string. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine then. It works.
Alright.
Cool. All right, the moment you have all been waiting for. Probably not really. But the results from our fantasy draft that we did last episode, so we'll go to, where do we want to start? We already got the rosters pulled up. Colin, we're done these rosters. We already got the season mode pulled up and everything. Teams all in it.
Let's go to Christmas Day. That'd be a good starting point. So because we know everybody's going to be off, we can get steady standings. So
we turned injuries off. At least we're pretty sure. So then it is as fair as possible. So then the exact rosters we have are playing the games. The exact rosters that we drafted, quote unquote.
I turned off trades, but decline trade.
Just declining all trades from here on out.
Like this is the team we drafted. This is that team we're gonna stick with. Teams we're gonna stick with.
Even if somebody gets offered Connor McDavid, sorry, tough shit. Which Edmonton wouldn't do that unless you offered him like 17 first-round picks
and $35 trillion.
We're getting to another trade.
Decline trade. And my team really likes to go.
We're just about to Christmas Day. All right, we are at Christmas Day. Colin is. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go to.
Go like actual standings. Just go. Just click on that Pacific, right there. Yep. So Colin.
Team stats
is 4th in his division at 17, 14, and 3.
Second
so
one.
500, 17, 17, 37 points.
Jeffy's in the Metro.
Yep.
He's in the 5th in his division.
And out of a playoff spot.
Just barely. He is 17, 16, and 2 at 36 points. Myself am 2nd in my division. 46 points, 21, 10, and 4. Just behind the Colorado Avalanche. Not bad, not bad. So let's go up to the trade deadline?
4 Nations.
Go up to the 4 Nations? Okay.
Oh, hold on. How?
Up to the All-Star break? Okay.
No, it is only another 2 weeks, but
We'll trade up. We'll just do that, yeah.
Just
go to the end of the 4 Nations.
All right. This episode is brought to you by Rogaine. No, just
another trade.
Decline. No thanks.
Colin's team, you win 2, lose 1, win 1, lose 3, win 1, lose 1.
No wonder why my wild card team only.
He lost to me at 4-3 in the shootout. Another 4-3 shootout loss or overtime loss.
Another shootout loss. No, decline trade. Come on. I know it's doable, but I mean, come on.
Okay, right. So we are at the 4 Nations break.
Almost.
Pretty much in the same spots as we were.
I'm 1 point off of playoff spot, unfortunately. The Johnnies, the Kylies.
Still in 2nd, 33, 17, and 6. Jeffy dropped down to 7.
Damn.
Oh.
22, 29, and 5. Ouch.
All right.
Just skip to the end of the season now?
Let's skip to Easter Sunday. 420. Why is it so funny? Kyle, why is it so funny?
Why is it so funny?
Easter is on April 20th, 420. That's the date.
Trade deadline approaching. Just keep going. We are monitoring Colin's team on our screen, so. Colin, again, winning 1, winning 2, losing 2. losing 3. Winning 1, winning 2. 3-game winning streak. Now time for a 4-game losing streak. 1, 2.
Jesus Christ! Fuck, damn it!
Wins 1, loses 1. Loses
2, 3. No,
wins 1, loses 1. Wins 1, loses 1. Wins 2. Yay!
Don't worry. Looks like
the playoffs.
Looks like Kyle, you're the only one who made.
Am I the only one that made the playoffs?
No, hold on. Let's go back.
Let's see what we actually finished within the season standings. Just go down there. I think you already might have skipped past it.
No, here's the regular season.
You should be able to see the regular season standings yet.
The Vegas injured reserves missed the playoffs.
Wow. So you missed it by how many points did you miss it by? You tied Vegas with 90.
No, that would be by 5 points.
By 5 points. Wow.
Man, if I didn't lose so many fucking games in overtime,
I was 1 point out of clinching the entire West. 47, 28, and 7. I was like,
wait. You can tell this is a simulation.
Pittsburgh Penguins 47-23. So I have a chance to play the Penguins in the Stanley Cup final. Jeffy was 12th in the whole of the Eastern Conference. Not bad though. 36 for that team that you had. That's honestly not horrible.
You came back fifth in the Metro. Very tough Metro.
Yeah.
I mean, still about 19 points out of a playoff spot.
Well, when the Hurricanes missed the playoffs with 86 points, you know you're in a tough heat. Hold on. Let's see what that look like.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Detroit only missed the playoffs by 4 points. Which, I mean, with real life right now, they might make it, man. They're fighting a fighting team. Let's just sim like round by round here.
Let's go here. Since Kyle, your team is the only one in the playoffs right now.
We'll sim like the first three.
Yeah, we'll go up to the 25th. Lost the 4-1. First one.
Okay, I'm down 2-1. Okay. Sim the next one. We tied at 2. We do not. We are down 3-1.
All right,
sim game. We'll go period by period.
So sim period. Right
up
now,
to 3-1 lead after 1. 4-1 lead after 2, and a 6-1 final.
You stay alive.
Survive another day. 3 games to 2. Move on to Game 6 in Johnny Arena. No.
I really do not want to see that mascot.
Oh God, it'd be like a fucking child or something. Okay, nothing after 1. 4-1 Colorado after 2.
Not looking good there.
And Kyle loses in Game 6 in round 1.
Eliminated.
Damn.
Well,
I still went the furthest. Is Pittsburgh still alive in this sim? Yeah. Oh, they beat Florida. They beat the reigning Cup champions.
Okay, we'll go up to May 15th. Just to see how
we're doing.
Round 2 goes.
Is Pittsburgh still in it? Pittsburgh's out. We got the Rangers, the Bruins, and then who else was in the West?
Winnipeg, Dallas.
Do we have a Stanley Cup final?
Oh no, it's
the Nashville Predators in the Vancouver Canucks. Wow, Nashville Predators and New York Rangers. New York Rangers win the Stanley Cup for the first time since 1994. Wow,
31 years. No, I'm not disappointed. I knew I had a bum of a team. So.
Mine was definitely pretty good. I mean, I didn't expect to get that far like we have in the past, past drafts where we had just an all-out powerhouse team.
Well, yeah, considering that was definitely a more constrictive team.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, Otis?
All right, before we wrap it up here, let's talk about a couple of the trades that happened since last recording. Back on the 24th, there's the small little one. Anaheim Ducks acquired goaltender Ville Husso from the Detroit Red Wings for future considerations.
And the Anaheim Ducks would like to send out a good thank you for the future considerations.
Did you see I saw that tweet?
Yeah, I saw that.
Thank you to future considerations for everything you've done for us.
I love when teams do that.
It's so funny.
Like chirp into those small little dumb details.
Yeah.
And another one. Well, we're gonna skip ahead because we got a bunch of minor leaguers and prospects. So skipping forward to March 1st, we got the Avalanche acquiring from the Rangers Jimmy Vesey and defenseman Ryan Lindgren and Hank Gampf in exchange for Calvin DeHaan, Juuso Parsons, Juuso Italian seasoning or something, I don't know, and a conditional 2nd and 4th round picks in the 2025 NHL drafts.
That's definitely one I didn't see coming. I mean, Ryan Lindgren getting traded out of the Rangers. I didn't see that one.
You're looking at 2 of the big 4 defensemen in the Rangers being gone this season.
Yeah.
I mean,
Trouba and Lindgren, yeah.
Yep, on the other one that happened on March 1st, Minnesota Wild acquired for Gustav Nyquist from the Nashville Predators for a 2nd round pick in the 2026 NHL draft.
Which I definitely think that's a little bit of a steal. I think Nyquist is getting a little bit older, and to get a 2nd round pick out of him, I think that's a pretty good win-win for the Predators, honestly.
And I'm pretty sure he's coming up in contract year 2.
I think so, yeah.
So what happens if he doesn't re-sign with either team? Oh no, the only thing you're really gaining from this is a second round pick.
Yeah.
And then the last one, last big trade that happened as of March 1st, the Panthers acquire Seth Jones in the 4th round pick in 26 from Chicago for goalie Spencer Knight and a first rounder in 26. Which I'm kind of disappointed because I really do like Spencer Knight and what he does. I really do like him in Chicago, in Florida. He's going to go to waste in Chicago, but I know they have a pretty decent goaltending pool in their system, both with Peter Mrazek, whoever their other backup is out there. I know our man, the OG, Benny Goodrow, is in the system. He's down in
Rockford right now.
No, he's with the ECHL team, India.
Okay, so you got sent.
He's sent down, so he's in the 3rd tier league,
Yeah.
I think.
I knew he was in Rockford there.
He's not playing for Rockford. He's with Syracuse Crunch.
No,
Not the Syracuse Crunch.
Indianapolis was the ECHL.
The Fuel. Okay.
Yeah.
Indy Fuel.
Yeah, so far, Ben Goodrow has only played 5 games for Rockford with an 8.68 save percentage and a 3.19 goals against. And then 28 games with the Indy Fuel, it's a 2.44 goals against and a 9.04 save percentage.
Not bad, Benny. Not bad, Benny. Attaboy.
Benny.
And yeah, right now, with that trade, Chicago's new goaltending tandem appears to be Arvid Soderblom, Peter Mrazek, and then Spencer Knight. Which, if they're using him as a 3rd stringer, then that's just stupid.
He's definitely a 2nd stringer out there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then the Panthers obviously having Bob, and their new backup right now is Chris Dreiger. So, he was with Seattle for a while, I believe he was with. I don't remember who he was with before Seattle. I know they took him in the expansion draft. I can't remember.
Well, even if Peter Mrazek ends up going down, I mean, Knight's a good option. Soderblom's a good option. They're not the long-term, options for Chicago. They're definitely a good 2A/2B bearing.
I thought so. He was with Florida before he went to Seattle, and now he's back with Florida again. So, started off with Ottawa. He played 1 game in 3 different seasons for Ottawa. But looks like he was just a relief appearance because he only made 10 saves, 11 saves, and 15 saves in those 3 games. So, so he started with Florida, really, pretty much went to Seattle in the expansion draft. Now he's back with Florida. So, yeah, that was one that I was at the game with Jeff on Friday night, and I was like, what the fuck? I said, Seth Jones just got traded to Florida for Spencer Knight. I was like, what? Yeah, crazy couple trades there in the past couple of days there. So I'm sure we're going to have a lot more coming up here with the trade deadline being on, Friday or Thursday?
Friday. Trade
3
deadline ends at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm off Friday, so I'll be in front of my TV all day by watching NHL Network all day.
Yeah, we're off 3 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, trades can trickle in, so the latest time we can ever see a trade is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, I know the one player I definitely know is on the trade block who can be traded at any moment is Riley Smith for the Rangers.
Yep.
I know because he was benched in today's game.
Yeah.
So
I saw people in the Penguins, one of their Facebook pages, bring back Riley Smith. It's like, no.
Well, he hated playing here. Why the fuck would we bring him back? Like,
no, he's not.
One that I know is rumored to be on the Penguins block right now is
EK65.
EK65. Other one I've seen as of the past couple weeks is Ricky. Yeah, I've seen rumored that Ricky might be on the block.
Honestly, with Raquel,
we could get a good return back for Ricky.
Especially how good he's playing.
How good he's been playing. EK, I don't see us getting much more than maybe like a 3rd and maybe a prospect.
Because he's old.
He's 34, 35 now. And Ricky's not much younger. Ricky's, I think, 30 himself. But with the way he's playing right now, he's still young. He's just what seems to be just now reaching his prime, which I think that means it'd be a stupid idea to trade him. But I do think he could be a part of the future of this team for at least the next couple years. Or at least start to rebuild this team around him. I'm not saying he's going to be the next, Sidney Crosby to lead this team to 3 Stanley Cups, but I do think it'd be dumb to trade him at this point. But that is what I have been seeing, is that he could be on the move by Friday.
I was celebrating. I saw that Ottawa beat Windsor 5-4, and then I realized Saginaw beat North Bay 8-3.
Damn. I saw that one earlier, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
but
Like I said, hopefully Friday, the Otters can clinch the playoffs with a win on Friday. So let's hope that can happen. But anything else to add? Either one of you? I don't think so. We'll do one last quick scroll through of our group chat here. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
I was going to bring up the unofficial mascot, but he ran off somewhere. You little shit that he is.
I believe we are good.
yep.
Oh, just a quick little fun fact that Colin had sent. Luke and Braden Shen become the first siblings to reach 1,000 game milestone in the same season. Luke Shen did it back on October 17th. Braden Shen just did it a couple days ago on February 27th. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I do want to send out a huge, giant congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights for making it through February without putting Mark Stone on the LTIR.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Good
guys.
job, guys.
You finally did it for once. Now, as soon as we post this, he's gonna go on LTIR.
He's gonna go on LTIR on Thursday, right before the deadline, and they're gonna bring in fucking Jake Gensel, Nikita Kucherov.
We should probably go before Otis decides to tear it down the studio.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully, we may see you next week. We said we might come back next week's with an episode next week.
Calm yourself down, you little stinker.
With an episode next week, depending on how crazy this trade deadline gets. If a lot happens, then we will probably record next week. If not, we will probably push it off to recording till the 16th, which will absolutely go live on the 17th. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys next episode.
See ya.